For the people that's just joining us, man, we played one of his videos in the beginning, and I'm just curious to know, like, what's your creative process behind your music? You know what I'm saying?
That's a great question. Hey, homie just asked you that earlier as far as like the inspiration and stuff like that.
Facts. Let's get into it.
I would say, and this is what makes me a difficult book to read as far as like women that try to pursue me too. So, ladies, listen to receive. Don't listen to respond. It ain't,
Hold up.
it ain't
That's a
ask
whole
yet.
nother conversation.
For sure, yeah, because I want to make sure I make this clear is because that's the toxic trait of me to where like I know what love is. I know what love should be. I also am able to, I'm aware of what love I've experienced. And also I know how to see if someone else has been loved incorrectly. So when it comes to the music that I write, all of this, and I have to write all of my stuff. Like I'm cool with ghostwriters. I technically have not really had any write something for me. Like help people, like people will come and vocal produce and stuff like that. If it's like a certain
Okay.
note, a certain attack that I can go with it that I didn't think of, because always having multiple creative minds around is really helpful when it comes to polishing and perfecting the track. But my inspiration really just comes from things that I either once desired, I currently do desire, or my food for thought, wishful thinking. So like with Make Love, for example, since we started this with that, I care more about the connection with women versus just the selfish act of it. Because for me, like when it comes to, it's a difference between sex and making love and fucking, right?
That's a
So for
fact.
me, I like to build that I like to, especially when a woman I'm really, really in tune with, to where like I want us to be able to cross this line and we still cool, the next day. So Make Love is more so making love to that mind and getting to know that woman in and out before you actually go in. You know what I'm saying? To where like, cause if we can be honest, you get the most freakiest level out of woman when you take your time and you learn and you doing everything to please in every way that she can be pleased. Versus just going to, because if you go into it with that selfish approach, yeah, you got yours. But my thing is, sex supposed to be a beautiful and fun art. So
Facts.
whether you making love, you fucking, or you you sexing, you got to take your time and actually respect the partner and know the partner that you're doing the act with. That's just, and that's me just trying to bring light to that. Like Make Love is
Facts.
true intimacy, is building that connection mentally before you even do the physical. You know,
And that's one
Hold
thing
on,
I
Benny.
can.
Hold on,
Uh,
hold on,
what?
hold on.
Go ahead.
Who? I don't know how you are talking like this. Who was your inspirations?
like what
Like as
musically?
far as musically, yeah.
Of course, everybody know I'm a Chris Brown inspired artist, but I would say, man, it's so many different inspirations I take from. So I would say, like humility wise, J. Cole, um, standing on business, K. Dot, R&B aspect, vocally, I would say like I look up to like your Tanks, your Trevor Jacksons, your Chris Brown, Eric Bellinger, um,
I just knew you
even
was gonna say
Avery Wilson.
Tyrese.
But Avery Wilson, so in his own lane, it's ridiculous. Stevie Mackey, all them, but Peter Collins. But like as far as like my mindset, bro, it's just been me. I got a 14-year-old older blood brother that has been like uh a great role model and like the closest to a father figure I've had in my life. So imagine having this kind of mindset at 12 years old. I didn't have a
Right.
normal childhood. I didn't have a typical, like he one of the homies from middle school. Like he know, like I just kind of always been like my own person to where like you end up kind of outgrowing people without even knowing. But this
Right.
mindset I've had since I was a kid, man, because I treat people how I want to be treated, and I always stayed on principle of respect is everything, and if you violate, you got to get annihilated. But you can choose. But
No
you gotta
doubt.
you choose how you annihilate, neutralize that person, whether you
Facts.
Yeah, yeah. You
physical.
don't mean just like, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like because back then, like hot head shit, we was just talking about this. Like I said, like, yeah, I can't. And I got to the point where like, man, I gotta stop beating up everybody I disagree with. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that don't last long. You know
yeah,
what I'm
especially
saying?
after you done been shot at. You know, after you got shot at, you be like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna start letting
start
these
to
things
rethink some
happen.
shit.
You
Yeah,
can
so
humbly agree to disagree without
yeah,
any
for
discrepancy.
sure.
You know
Like,
what I
and
mean?
it's one of them things, man. I also like I ain't gonna lie to you, like all glory go to God and my daughter. Those are the two main things. Is the reason why like I'm still alive. I have some type of purpose, and I've grown to where I am now. But as far as this mindset, definitely had it back then. I just put a lot more things into action now.